On a gorgeous Monday afternoon here at West Perry High School, we are live here for a Mid-Penn Colonial Division softball matchup between the West Perry Mustangs and the James Buchanan Rockets. Hello everyone watching on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics. Here for what should be an exciting ball game here for West Perry Lady Mustangs and the James Buchanan Lady Rockets. Both teams coming to this game with identical records, 0 wins and 3 losses. One of these two teams has got to get their first win of the season here today. And both teams are also 0-2 in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division action. West Perry is coming off a heartbreaking loss this past Friday here at home for their home opener against the Trinity Shamrocks. The Shamrocks came from behind, down 6-0 after 3 innings, and Trinity managed to come back and win in extra innings by a score of 7-6. The Shamrocks with 7 unanswered runs, including a game winner in inning number 8. The James Buchanan Rockets, it's a whole different story. 0-3 for them as well, but James Buchanan has so far been annihilated so far this season for 3 games. The only exception was in the season opener for James Buchanan. That was at home. All 3 games for James Buchanan were at home. This is their first away game this season. As my scorebook is flying off here. It's a little bit windy here, but fantastic weather here today for some good softball action here. 55 degrees at game time, but it's a little bit windy, so hang on to your hats for this one. See, as I was saying, James Buchanan is 0-3, and they started off the season with a tough loss at home against Fairfield by a score of 9-8. But then, ever since then, it's been downhill for the Rockets. Back-to-back 3-inning Mercy Rule losses, both of them at home. First one was against Northern by a score of 20-1, and then their last game on Friday at home, it was a 15-0 loss in 3 innings against the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. So far, James Buchanan Rockets have only scored 9 runs for 3 games. 8 runs against Fairfield, 1 run against Northern, and then getting shut out by the Blue Devils this past Friday night in their last game. West Perry is currently on a 4-game winning streak against James Buchanan. Last year, the Rockets only had 1 win through 18 games. The Rockets' lone win a year ago was an 11-0 win on the road at Fennett Meadow High School. And the last time that James Buchanan beat the Mustangs, it was an upset of the millennium so far this year. James Buchanan back in 2019 was the last time that the Rockets beat the Mustangs. It was in the District 3 Quad A semifinal when the Rockets beat the top seeded Mustangs 10-0 in 5 innings. But after that, West Perry later went on to win the state championship that year, and for the first time in program history. A new segment for us this year, we'll get more into this later, is we have a national day of something every single day. As many of you are all aware, like Star Wars Day is May 4th, and National Champagne Day is New Year's Eve. But today is International Pillow Fight Day. I'm getting this from my calendar, ladies and gentlemen. I have a calendar that tells you all the days. Only highlights one. So today is International Pillow Fight Day. We have an interesting trivia question about that holiday. So get ready for that in about an inning or two. As West Perry takes the field to get things started here. Here's the starting lineup for the James Buchanan Rockets to get things started. Batting first will be the left fielder, number 12, Sophia Stoner. Batting second will be the second baseman, number 16, Hannah Florsack. Batting third will be the center fielder, number 21, Grace Egley. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, number 18, Hannah Nagy. Batting fifth will be the third baseman, number 8, Carolina Shue. Batting sixth will be the right fielder, number 2, Danielle Parson. Batting seventh will be the James Buchanan pitcher, number 33, Lily Wiley. Batting eighth will be the shortstop, number 29, Maddie Ansley. And batting ninth will be the catcher, number 19, Haley Jenkins. Substitutions for James Buchanan include Lexi Mixel, Riley Sheffield, and Ashlyn Hershey. Getting the start in the pitching circle today for the Mustangs is number 18, Addie Wiest. Addie Wiest got the loss this past Friday. The freshman had a heartbreaking loss against the Trinity Shamrocks this past Friday night, so she will look to redeem herself here today in a Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup. Big matchup in that division. Two teams not that long ago were the best in that division. Some of the best in District 3. Now here we are 4 years later after that 2019 upset for James Buchanan against West Perry in the District 3 playoffs. It's a whole different story, which makes this game just as exciting as they were 4 years ago. West Perry, a new era this year. Still the same head coach in Corey Shope. But we are about to get underway here as Iowa throws the first pitch to Sophia Stoner, and we are underway here. Swing and a miss for Stoner, and that's strike one. We remember Sophia Stoner so well. Great athlete over at James Buchanan, big basketball star as well. And last year in this game, it was senior night for the West Prairie Mustangs against James Buchanan when the Mustangs were victorious, but Sophia Stoner had 5 hits in that game. Next pitch, 0-1 pitch is outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Power YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying that pitch was fouled off for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Addie Wiest, a freshman this year, in the loss against Trinity on Friday. She pitched for 4 2/3 of an inning. And this is a ground ball. It's got to be stopped by the shortstop here, and that's going to go to Alexa Frederick at first, and that's the first out of the ball game. The shortstop there was Taylor Lupfer. We have a couple of surprises for West Prairie defensive strategy here. As we're used to seeing Shay Dyer right here in front of us, but Ashton Klauser is out here in right field. That is ball 1 to now the James Buchanan second baseman, Hannah Florsack. And there is ball 2 to Florsack. And there is ball 3. 3-0, the count to Hannah Florsack. So yeah, as we were saying before, we're used to seeing Shay Dyer out here in right field, but today, Shay Dyer is doing the catching duties behind home plate, and there is strike 1. Strike 1 on 3-0. And 3-1 is, we're not even zoomed in on the batting appearance here. 3 balls and 2 strikes now after that swing and a miss. Got a little bit of excitement here, but there is ball 4, and Hannah Florsack becomes the first base runner of the game for the James Buchanan Rockets. Up next here is the third hitter for James Buchanan, center fielder Grace Egley. And big swing and miss. Egley was all over that first pitch, but nothing doing. A little bit windy here today, but that should not be an issue for our audio here. There is ball one to the James Buchanan center fielder. One ball and a strike with one out and a runner on first. Here at the top of the first. The next pitch is swung on and missed. Strike two. This week is PIAA Officials Appreciation Week. And today our officials for today's matchup, calling balls and strikes behind home plate is Rob Kepler. And rounding up the bases is Frank Fiorilla. And there's ball two. PIAA Spring Sports Officials Appreciation Week is this week, all week long. We'll honor our officials this week. And here's the 2-2 pitch. That's swung on and fouled away. And down the ditch, somewhat behind home plate. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Grace Eckley. One of these two teams is going to get their first win of the season. And it comes in a big Mid-Bend Colonial Division matchup. Here's the swing. This is popped up and caught by the base runner for the first for the force. That base right there for Hannah Forsack, and it's a double play. Pop out 4-3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs on no hits. 1 walk. Nobody left on after a double play. We're going to the bottom of first with no score. West Prairie count up the bat. Getting set here now for the bottom of the first inning. James Buchanan, no runs on no hits, no errors, leaving nobody on base after a pop-out double play. And here is the starting lineup for the West Prairie Mustangs. Batting first will be the center fielder, number 10, Emily McCurdy. Batting second will be the left fielder, number 5, Lauren Foster. Batting third will be the shortstop, number 4, Taylor Lupfer. Batting fourth will be the West Prairie pitcher, number 18, Addie Wiest. Batting fifth will be the right fielder, number 16, Ashlyn Klauser. Batting sixth will be the third baseman, number 8, Carly Cleland. Batting seventh will be the first baseman, number 17, Alexa Frederick. Batting eighth will be the designated player for the Mustangs, number 11, Molly Nelson. Batting ninth will be the second baseman, number 2, Jada Swarner. Molly Nelson is the designated player, and she is hitting for the catcher, number 3, Shay Dyer. Definitely an interesting defensive lineup for the Mustangs. I don't think we ever seen Shay Dyer be the catcher before. Until just a few moments ago. Didn't do too bad either. Knowing exactly where the ball was going to be, she did a pretty good job. So here we go, ball in the first inning, and here's the speedy senior center fielder, Emily McCurdy, and she looks at first pitch strike for strike one. The pitcher for James Buchanan is Lily Wiley. Lily Wiley, the pitcher for James Buchanan, about to deliver an 0-1 count. And here's the next pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike two. Definitely a surprise here for Emily McCurdy here. She is the fastest player on the West Prairie team by far, and she's used to getting bunt singles for a hit. And here's the swing. That's got a bit foul. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Just getting started here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Here's the 0-2 pitch and swing. Grabbed by the third baseman. Throw to first. Not going to be nearly in time. As Emily McCurdy reaches first on an infield single. Alright, there's really nothing you can do about that. If you're counting on a shoe, it's an infield single. And that will get us started here for the Mustangs. Here's the left fielder, Lauren Foster. Batting second, fourth. Let's play Mustangs. So it's on some fun. There goes McCurry towards second, and not a chance as the ball did get away. So it's got to be a stolen base here for Emily McCurdy, and ball 1 for Lauren Foster. Emily McCurdy reached base 3 times in the game against Trinity, but not a stolen base at all during the game on Friday. There's a swing. That's fouled back for strike 1. Lauren Foster, a junior this year. Another good triathlete here. Big basketball star and a better soccer player. But softball, where she really has the good athletic ability. And here's a chopper at the plate. And not a chance for Sue over at third. That just digs under her glove. And that is going to be ruled an infield single. Lauren Foster was off to the races. So back-to-back infield singles puts Emily McCurdy at third. And Lauren Foster at first. That was hard hit too, ladies and gentlemen. But it just went under her glove. Up next here is Taylor Looper, and she swings at the first pitch, and ooh, that looked like it went off of somebody down the third baseline there. Tough spot there. Looks like everybody's okay. Strike 1, however, on the foul ball. There's the next pitch, up high, ball 1 to the West Prairie shortstop. Wait a minute, did West Prairie actually end up scoring on that? Because there's only one runner on second base. There should be runners at first and third. Or were they saying that was a foul ball? Oh, I must have missed that. So Lauren Foster is still batting here. And she swings and misses on a 3-2 pitch. Man, I thought that was a base hit for Foster, but apparently it wasn't. So, Emily McCurry is still at second base. Man, I missed that. My mistake. It's a strikeout here for Lauren Foster. I thought it was a base hit, but apparently it was foul. So, that's the result. That's the first out, and now Taylor Loofer is at the box. At the batter's box here. And she swings at the 0-1 pitch and fouls off for strike 2. Yeah, I rarely make mistakes like that, ladies and gentlemen. My mistake there. No balls and 2 strikes. To now Taylor Loofer. Somebody probably could have called me out on that on the live chat here on YouTube. Swing and foul back again. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Emily McCurdy still at second base. And that pitch is in the dirt. McCurdy going over to third and safe. Gutsy move there for Emily McCurdy, and she's going to advance to third on what's going to be ruled a wild pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Loofer. And here's the swing, and that's going to get a fair ball. We're looking at the officials that time all the way to the corner. A run is going to come across the score, and Taylor Loofer has an RBI double. So now a 1-0 game for the Mustangs here in the first inning, just like how they started in the game on Friday against Trinity. And here's Addie Weist, and she swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike one. There's a swing, and that's fouled back for Weist. No balls and 2 strikes. That was a really good hitting, good at bat there for Taylor Lupfer just now, getting the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And able to rip it to get it all the way down to the third base corner. And slow breaking ball down low. Good pitch there for Riley. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Soft liner here. Over to second. Good play there for Hannah Florsack. Does get Taylor Lupfer over to third. And there are 2 away now. Up next here is the right fielder, Ashlyn Klauser. There's the first pitch to Klauser, and she pops it up. Riley called for it, she makes the grab, and that will end the inning. 1 run comes across the score, and an RBI double for Taylor Lupfer. And we're going to the second inning with a 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. You are watching West Prairie Softball against the James Buchanan Rockets exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back for inning number 2. Back here in action, about to get underway for the top of the second inning. West Prairie 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, leaving 1 more runner of third base. For the Mustangs striking first, 1-0 after 1 inning. And now it looks like we have a substitution there. Looks like Molly Nelson is now the new catcher for West Prairie. And so here we go. Addie Weist back in the pitching circle for a second inning, and she throws a first pitch strike to Hannah Nagy. And here's the next pitch, and that's just outside for ball 1. Good start here for the Mustangs and Addie Weist. Despite giving up a walk, she got off it very quickly with a double play to end the top half of the first. And here's a swing. That's fouled back for strike 2. Oh, you can't help but feel bad for Nagy from what happened to her this past Friday against Trinity. Like, she started off really good, but then in the seventh inning, get up back-to-back walks with the bases loaded to tie the game up at 6 apiece to force extra innings. I mean, Addie Weist, she felt so bad. We saw her very emotional heading back to the dugout after the game was over. But, hey, I mean, these things happen. I mean, especially when you're a freshman. I mean, this is a very young team this year. And so, those kind of moments are going to happen. I mean, it is unfortunate, like, this team will not nearly be as good as the 2019 state championship team, and honestly, probably no team ever will be. But, I mean, I would never say never. I mean, this team does have potential. Maybe not this year, but it, like when you have a very young team like this, and the more playing experience you have, like the better you become. And so who knows? Maybe within the next 4 years we might have another state championship team with these girls. And there's a swing and a miss on a 2-2 pitch. Van Degge goes down on strikes, and that's the first out. First strikeout of the game for Wiest. And out number 1 here in the second. Up next here is Carolina Shue, the third baseman for James Buchanan. And she swings at the first pitch, and that is strike 1. The Rockets in the last 2 games have been crushed in 3 innings. First, it was a 20-1 loss last week against Northern York, and then losing 15-0 at home against Greencastle Antrim in their last game on Friday. Ball 1 here to Carolina Shue. You can see behind the James Buchanan dugout, West Prairie Junior Varsity Baseball having their practices. West Prairie Varsity Baseball is at James Buchanan today. They don't start until 4:30, so we hope to get a couple scoring updates from them. We will see West Prairie Baseball in our next broadcast on Wednesday, as they will host the Boiling Springs Bubblers. This ball is chopped out of the glove of Wiest, and good job for Addie Wiest to stay on to that ball and get the throw off in time to first. And that is out number 2. Great awareness for Addie Wiest to just keep their eye on the ball after the ball popped out of her glove very quickly. But she was all over it. And 2 out, 2 up, 2 down here. Here's Danielle Parson. Danielle Parson looking at ball 1 in the dirt. And who knows, Addie Wiest already getting her first start here at home. Had a good game on Friday despite getting the loss. And there's ball 2. One thing you definitely cannot do here, you cannot lose focus. But yeah, you're facing a team that's just at the same level as West Prairie is, but James Buchanan can beat West Prairie on any given day. Just look at 2019 in the District 3 semifinal. No, giving up bad memories for West Prairie Mustang fans everywhere. But hey, that is history, ladies and gentlemen. So, but West Prairie has won 4 games in a row against James Buchanan ever since that semifinal game. And there's a swing and a miss. That's got to be strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big sports weekend we just had this past weekend. Major League Baseball coming back, and there's a swing, foul tip into Molly Nelson's glove, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. That's 6 in a row or 6 up, 6 down pretty much, despite giving up a walk. So through 1.5 innings, it's still a 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the second inning. We are back here now for the bottom half of the second inning. No base hits here for the James Buchanan Rockets for 6 at-bats, despite giving up one walk. Addie Weist has been on fire, just having 2 strikeouts in the top of the second inning. And here we go with 6, 7, 8 hitters stood up for the Mustangs, looking to add on to their 1-0 lead. Here is Carly Cleveland now. Carly Cleveland looking at call strike 1, I think that was. No, it was ball 1. So Carly Cleveland ahead of the count 1-0. And here's the next pitch, and this ball is hammered and right to the left fielder. That is Sophia Stoner, and that is the first out of the inning. Good rip there for Carly Cleveland, but right to the left fielder Stoner. That's one thing that Westbury did very well on Friday, getting the leadoff runner on base. That time, not happening. Here is Alexa Frederick looking at called strike 1. Alexa Frederick on Friday didn't have a great game, but she still showed off her big time powers. But she swings and misses at that pitch. No balls and 2 strikes to the senior first baseman. Frederick did score a run in the third inning, but no hits. Here's a liner out towards center field, and the center fielder has it. That is Grace Egley, and there are 2 outs now. Looking at a very quick inning here. 2 up, 2 down here for the Mustangs. Here's the catcher, Molly Nelson now. I think the officials are talking to the James Buchanan coaches saying, hey, there was a substitution here. Molly Nelson was not the catcher in the first inning. Shay Dyer was. And so just give up that substitution pretty much. And Molly Nelson looking at ball 1, excuse me. After this, we'll have our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the game, and first time ever that we have a trivia question that does not include sports. Or, I mean, technically it does. Yeah, it pretty much does. 1 ball, 1 strikes to Molly Nelson. There's the swing and foul back for strike 2. Lily Wiley, the pitcher for James Buchanan, has a strikeout under her belt already in the first inning, and here she's on the edge of getting her second with the 1-2 count with 2 outs here. Looking for a very quick inning number 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's way off for ball 2. West Prairie getting the first run of the game in the bottom half of the first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss just underneath the fastball. Strikeout number 2 for Wiley. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. 6 batters, 3 on each side, going down in order in the second inning. And we're going to the third inning, still with a 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. You are watching West Prairie Softball against the James Buchanan Rockets, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back for the third inning. We are back here now, getting set for the top half of the third inning. And big gust of wind is going right through us here. Low windy. That is nothing out of the ordinary here at West Prairie High School. It is always windy here. And apparently Wednesday, when we have West Prairie baseball, it's supposed to get the wind gusts up to like 20 miles per hour, so it's going to be really windy, but should not be an issue here as the first pitch here to Lily Wiley is popped up, caught by the shortstop, and that is the first out. One pitch, one out for the Mustangs. 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Mustangs. Addie Weist on a roll here. Up next here is Maddie Amesley. Maddie, the daughter of Chase Buchanan head coach Brad Amesley. And there's a call, strike one. Maddie Amesley, number 29, the Chase Buchanan shortstop. And now is a good time for our West Prairie Athletic Park jury question of the game, as there's a swing and miss for strike two. It's a true or false question today. And today is International Pillow Fight Day, so this question is about that. True or false, Canada was the first country in the world to have a professional pillow fight league. True or false, Canada was the first country in the world to have a professional pillow fight league. We'll have that answer for you coming up on in the bottom half of the third. There's a swing and a miss for Maddie Amesley, and that's out number 2. That's strikeout number 3 for Addie Weist. And here's the number 9 hitter, Haley Jenkins, with 2 outs, bases are empty. And there's strike 1. Addie Weist, the freshman, having a fantastic game so far here. 9th hitter coming up for the Rockets. And here's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Jenkins could not lay off it. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch and popped up. Actually going out to right field, and oh my goodness, a collision. But Ashlyn Krause were able to hang on to it. Nice play there, and that's the third out. Through 9 batters, no hits. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for a second consecutive inning. We are going into the bottom half of the third. Still a 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. We are back here, bottom of the third inning, and we have our answer to our pillow fight question here today. And here's your question once again. True or false? Canada was the first country in the world to have a professional pillow fight league. That is actually true. It is true. Canada did, in fact, have a professional fire league, pillow fight league. I mean, it's men and women fighting with pillows, almost like an MMA sport up there in Canada. It lasted from 2004 and it was deceased in 2011. And it was crazy. I mean, it was literally called the Professional Pillow Fight League. It was based out of Toronto, and they had events in large arenas, like actual fighting arenas like you see in the UFC, and they would hold those events in Toronto, Montreal, and in New York City. And what was more crazy about this league, it's surprising that it didn't last long. Probably ticket sales didn't go very well. But each fighter, if you won $5,000. Like, I don't know how they did with the scoring and all that. Like, I guess if you just knock somebody out. And now we have a discussion here, home plate between the two West Prairie coaches and the umpire here. So don't know what this discussion might be about. They're looking out towards right center field, just about where we are, but they're not pointing at us. They're not pointing at me specifically. I mean, yeah, I don't exactly know what this discussion is about. Obviously, it was a discussion between one West Prairie coach and James Buchanan coach. So um, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Weird discussion there between the two head coaches and the home plate umpire, but we're playing on here. So here we go. 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for the Mustangs. Jada Warner fouled out the first pitch off for strike one. It was a very quick second inning, as three batters came up and went down. And there's strike two after fouling that pitch off. Here's the next pitch, and this is a grounder, and that will get foul. Still no balls and two strikes. I'm surprised. I wonder if we can get like a professional pedal fighting league here in Pennsylvania. Have all the schools compete. Like a PIAA section sport. I mean, again, if you're just joining us, the reason we're talking about pillow fights so much is because today is International Pillow Fight Day. So before you get to bed tonight, have yourself a pillow fight. If you're a student at West Prairie or in any other school district watching right now, I mean, even at Chase Buchanan, have a pillow fight with your brother or sister. If you don't have any brothers or sisters, follow along with your parents. I'm sure they'll enjoy that. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's a chopper. And play at first is in time. Nice play there for the shortstop, Matty Amesley. And that's the first out of the inning. So now back to the top of the lineup now. Here's Emily McCurdy. She had an infield single, and she's the only runner scored in this game so far. And here she swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike one. Very quick game here at West Prairie. Bottom of the third. Oh, I forgot to put that on here. Bottom of the third inning. And only a 1-0 game. And here she goes. Here's Emily McCurdy, and the first baseman comes in, and not a chance. Infield single for Emily McCurdy on a bunt single. That's 2 hits for Emily McCurdy, the speedy center fielder, also a senior this year. Here's Lauren Foster. She struck out swinging her first time up, after what we thought she had a base hit. And there's ball one, and McCurdy taking advantage of the drop ball, and so Lauren Foster's got to head over to second on what is likely going to be ruled a pass ball. That was ball one to Lauren Foster. Again, so glad for everyone at home to tune in for West Prairie softball against James Buchanan. And another pass ball here as Emily McCurdy's got to go over to third. Back-to-back pass balls on back-to-back pitches. 2-0 the count to Lauren Foster. Emily McCurdy at third base with only 1 out. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and she swings high in the air and calling for us the third baseman. And she's got it. Carolina Shum makes it the second out of the inning. West Prairie did have a runner at third base at the end of the first. And here she is, Taylor Lupfer. She was stranded at third base as a potential second run of the game for West Prairie. Here, she has an opportunity for her second RBI of the game. And there's strike one. Going on behind us here, we have West Prairie Junior High Soccer taking on Big Spring. Doesn't sound like we have any goals behind us just yet. And here's the next pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Strike two. So far, very good stuff here for James Buchanan's pitcher, Lily Wiley. Despite giving up one run in the first, she has been locked in ever since. She has retired. Well, before that infield single for Emily McCurry, she retired 6 in a row. And there's ball one. Good waist pitch there for Wiley. Here's the next pitch, and that's in the dirt for ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner on third. Here in the bottom half of the third inning. The next pitch, and line drive, and that goes. I thought that went off Emily McCurdy there for a second, but I don't think it did. That was a line drive bullet. But still, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch again from Wiley is a roller down there. McCurdy getting past the ball, getting way past the catcher, and a wild pitch. Emily McCurdy's got to score to make it a 2-0 game. That makes it 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a 2-0 game. Bases are now empty, and here's the next pitch. Swing, line drive, foul. Look out over there, JV baseball boys. They're over there practicing. So 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bases now empty, but a 2-0 game on a wild pitch. And here's a high fastball and swung on, pumped way up in the air. The shortstop cannot make the grab. That was like a major league pop-up there. That was way up there. And Taylor Lufer's got to reach first base on that. Fortunately, it's got to be ruled at E6. That could have been playable for the shortstop, Maddie Amsley. And the inning continues here. And it continues for Addie Wiest, and she swings at the first pitch. Addie Wiest grounded out to second base her first time, making her 0 for 1. And so far, she's been having a really good pitching performance. And that ball goes down, and taking off for second is Lufer, and Taylor Lufer steals second. Stolen base for Taylor Lufer. And it was ball 1 in the dirt. And here's a swing, dropped ball, and Lufer staying put at second. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Addie Wiest. Feels like a longer inning, especially compared to the second inning. Here's the next pitch, and this is softly lined out, and this is going to be caught by the shortstop, Maddie Amsley, and the inning is over. 1 run comes across the score on a wild pitch. And it's now a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. You're watching West Prairie softball against the James Buchanan Rockets exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Power YouTube channel. We'll be right back for the top half of the 4th inning. We are back here now. Top half of the fourth inning. West Perry, Eddie Weiss, the pitcher, has given up 0 hits through 3 innings. So it's a good start here for the Mustangs. And up 2-0. For West Perry in the third inning, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, leaving 1 runner on base. That 1 run was earned. And so, back to the top of the lineup for the James Buchanan Rockets. Here's Sophia Stoner. She grounded out to the shortstop her first time up, and there's ball 1 in the dirt. Addie Weiss, very good to only give up 1 walk. And that's to the batter on deck, Hannah Florsack. But no hits through 3 innings. 2-0 lead for West Perry. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swing once again to the shortstop and a flip forward. Oh, wait a minute. There was a runner on first base. I must have missed something, but it's got to be real fierce choice. Sophia Stoner must have gone on base. Well, we'll have to check that out because I definitely missed that. So it's a fielder's choice. And Grace Egley. Hey, I'm just all over the place today. How in the world did Sophia Stoner get on base? Wish we had a replay on that. There's ball 1 to Grace Egley. Egley had to jump out of the way. Boys soccer about to start again behind us here. West Perry Junior High boys soccer taking on Big Spring today. And there is ball 2. There's a swing, and that's going to be a base hit. And what we think is going to be the first hit of the game for James Buchanan is going to be a double. A double here for Grace Egley. And the tying run is now at second base after that double. Hannah Florsack stops at third. And here's Hannah Nagy. Hannah struck out swinging her first time up. And here she swings at the first pitch. High papa out to center field. Barely to center field. And McCurdy has it for the second out. So 2 outs here. 2 runners in scoring position here in the fourth. Up next here is Carolina Shue. Shue, the third baseman, has a chance to tie this game up. And she takes a big hack at the first pitch. She grounded out to Addie Weiss her first time up, making her 0 for 1. There's a swing, and that's got to get fouled for strike 2. There's the next pitch, and that's got to get fouled away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And that is also got to get fouled. Shue looking at 0-2 count and 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit could tie this game up. Here's the 0-2. That again fouled back. Good at bat here for Carolina Sue. Keep fending off these pitches. No balls, 2 strikes. Might be a good idea here for Reese to try to push this ball way outside. See if she can get to chase after it. Here's the 0-2 again. And good take there. Good take for Sue to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good take, especially after fouling off so many pitches. The 1-2 upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count here in inning number 4. And swing, this guy got the outfield, stay fair, and it's going to be caught by Lauren Foster, and that will be the end of the 4th. 2 runners in scoring position, but nothing doing. We're going to the bottom half of the 4th. Still a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. Hey, sorry I'm a little out of breath here. I had to go all the way to the... oh man, this ain't fun for me. This is Austin Klauser facing an 0-2 count, but she goes over to left field, or hits over to left field, and it's caught by Sophia Stoner, and that's the first out. Oh my goodness. I hate when I have to run so fast. Do you see what the score thing was in the book? Yeah, I got it. Apparently Sophia Stoner was hit by a pitch. And that's how Sophia Stoner got to get on base to lead off the top half of the 4th. Oh man. And I have no water back here either. It's back in the car, and that's another way away. 2 balls and no strikes here to Carly Cleveland. Do whatever it takes to beat it going past, I tell you what. Oh man, there's strike 1 called. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, after this half inning, I'll have my breath caught up. I do apologize for everyone watching at home. I know my having briefing might be scary sometimes or disturbing, but 3 balls and a strike to the West Prairie third baseman. Yeah, you don't see or hear commentators breathing this heavy after running for so long, and this ball is ripped, and this guy can pass it off field for a second, and Cody Cleland is going to reach first on a single. Good pitch swing on a 3-1 count. Good hitter's count there for Carly Cleland to get on base and rip the ball out to left field. So 1 out base runner here for the Mustangs. Here's Alexa Frederick. She hit it hard her first time out, but flew out to center field. And there she swings out the high pitch fastball for strike 1. 2-0 lead here. And there's swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh man, I think I'm good now. I think I got my breath. Here with 1 out in the 4th inning, runner on first. 2-strike count here to Alexa Frederick, senior this year. Great athlete, goalkeeper for a field hockey team. Great basketball player as well, and she fouls that ball off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And there's ball 1. The 1-2 chopper over to third base, and again a foul ball. Carly Cleland going back to first. Next pitch, down low. Carly Cleland go for second. She's there, standing up. Carly Cleland not a fast runner by any means, but she got a great jump there to steal second base. So now a runner in scoring position. 2-2 count here for Frederick. And that was ball 3. Full count here, 3 balls, 2 strikes to the power hitter Alexa Frederick. Surprisingly, no home runs yet for her this season. And, oh, that pitch was inside. Alexa Frederick can't believe it. She ducked out of the way of that pitch. And she was like, whoa, wait a minute. That was way inside, but nonetheless, it's a call, strike 3. And there are 2 outs now here in the 4th. Yeah, Alexa was just about to get on her way to first base, but home plate umpire saying that was strike 3. And this is going to get away from the catcher. Ball 1 to Molly Nelson, and Carly Cleland's going to go over to third base with 2 outs. $2-0 lead here for the Mustangs. And looking for more. But one thing that's been a struggle for them here today, stranding runners in scoring position. And that was a hard foul ball down the third baseline. Actually, 1 ball, 1 strike to the West Prairie catcher, Molly Nelson. And a slow breaking ball called for strike 2. Nelson struck out swinging her last time up. On the third strike on Alexa Frederick, that was Lily Wiley's third strikeout of the game. Here's the next pitch. Swing. Popped up. And that's got to get foul. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. This week is PIAA Officials Appreciation Week. And with that, have you ever thought of becoming a baseball umpire or a softball umpire? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that is PIAA.org. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With a potential run at third base. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lily Wiley. And the inning is over. West Prairie again strands the runner in scoring position. And still a 2-0 lead after 4 innings. You are watching West Prairie softball against the James Buchanan Rockets exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Power YouTube channel. We'll be right back for the 5th inning already. Back here now for the top half of inning number 5. Addie Weist still pitching for the Mustangs. She's been having a very good game, only giving up 2 hits. That was in the 4th inning. And here we are, 5th inning already here in this one. This game has been flying by pretty quick. I mean, we got a lot of outs, not many hits, and not many runs. These games tend to go by pretty quick. 6, 7, 8 hitters stood up for the Rockets. And here's Daniel Parson fouling off strike 1. Great game here against 2 teams, featuring 2 teams that are looking for their first win of the season. Both teams identical records, 0 wins, 3 losses overall, and 0-2 in them against Mid-Penn Colonial Division rivals. West Prairie losing to Big Spring and Shippensburg to start off the season. Now strike 2 call to Parson. Parson struck out swinging her last time up, making her 0 for 1. And James Buchanan losing to Northern York and Greencastle Antrim in each of the last 2 games. Here's the next pitch, and that's swing and a miss in the dirt, and Daniel Parson down on strikes for the 2nd time, and that will lead off the 5th inning. West Prairie softball will be right back in action on Wednesday when they take on the Bowling Springs Bubblers on the road. Our next broadcast here will be on Wednesday when we have baseball, West Prairie baseball, at home against the Bowling Springs Bubblers. That should be an exciting ball game. Here's Lily Wiley now, and that's ball 2. Looking at the week ahead for broadcasting, on Wednesday we'll have West Prairie baseball against the Bowling Springs Bubblers at 4:30 on Wednesday. Then on Saturday, Easter weekend, we have the Perry County Baseball Tournament right here at West Prairie, as the West Prairie Mustangs will take on the Greenwood Wildcats in the semifinal matchup. And we'll also be broadcasting the championship game on Saturday, on Easter weekend. Should be a good one. And there's a strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good comeback here for Addie Weist. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Bay Athletic Park YouTube channel. There's a good take to make the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Bay Athletics. Here's the full count pitch. Swing caught! Addie Weist just reaches up and grabs it. And she's like, thank you. I'll take it. Line drive. Right back to the pitcher and caught. Great play there for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down. Base is empty. And here's Maddie Amesley looking at strike 1. She struck out swinging her first time up. 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. And what has so far been a gorgeous day for West Bay softball. Cloudy skies, but no rain or God forbid snow in the forecast. Yeah, don't need any more white stuff. I'll tell you that. Right, that is one thing I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, which maybe makes me nervous for the weather this spring. Like, we didn't have a very white winter. And when you don't have very white winters, you tend to have a very wet spring. And that pitch was fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Maddie Amesley. One, 2 pitch and swing and a miss. Amesley goes down and strikes again. And that's the 3rd out. 1-2 inning for Addie Weist. And we're going to the bottom half of the 5th. Still a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. Very good pitching performance so far in this game for both pitchers. James Buchanan's Lily Wiley has 4 strikeouts in this game, including striking out 2 of 3 batters in each of the 2nd and 5th. Or excuse me, that's I'm looking at Addie Weist's numbers here. 5 strikeouts for her, striking out 2 of the last 3 batters. She struck out 2 out of 3 batters in the 2nd inning. And Lily Wiley has 4 strikeouts, striking out the last 2 batters she's faced. And here's not going to be a strikeout as Jada Swarner swings at the first pitch and caught by the shortstop. And that will lead off the bottom half of the 5th. So now back to the top of the lineup for the West Bay Mustangs. Here is Emily McCurdy as McCurdy looks at ball 1. McCurdy, a senior, a speedy center fielder, has 2 hits and scored twice. She is the only West Bay player to score in this game. And we have big speed like Emily McCurdy does, and she's showing off here again. Another infield single. That's the 3rd hit of the game for Emily McCurdy. Not a chance for the shortstop, Maddie Amsley. As McCurdy is just too fast. I mean, she gets on base almost every single time. And here she has 3 hits already. And there goes McCurdy taking off for second. And did she apply the tag? No, she did not. It's a stolen base. Second stolen base for Emily McCurdy. That was ball 1 to Lauren Foster, I believe. I think it was ball 1. I'm pretty sure it was. And here's the swing, and that goes out to third baseman, and it's got to be ruled foul. Two strikes to count to Lauren Foster now. We just got the confirmation from our home plate umpire. And slow breaking ball. And just outside for ball 1. Next pitch, swung on, foul back. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks like West Prairie Junior Varsity Baseball is done practicing for today. Again, we will see West Prairie Baseball at home on Wednesday against the Boiling Springs Bubblers. And there's a call, strike 3 to Lauren Foster. Foster goes down on strikes for the second time. She's 0 for 3. And there's out number 2. Emily McCurdy staying put at second. And here's Taylor Lufer. She reached first base on an error her last time up, but she had an RBI double in the first inning. And here she swings at a first pitch over to third base, and the throw is in time, and that will end the inning. 5-3 put out. Taylor Lufer now 1 for 3. Emily McCurdy stranded at second. We are going into the 6th inning already with a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. You are watching West Prairie Softball against the James Buchanan Rockets exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back for inning number 6. This game has been flying along, and hey, I'm not complaining, but West Prairie has a 2-0 lead, and this game's been flying by thanks to 2 fantastic pitching performances for both of these teams. As Addie Weist is back on the pitching circle, and she throws ball 1 to Haley Jenkins, the number 9 hitter for James Buchanan. The James Buchanan catcher looking at 1 ball and no strikes to start the inning number 6. And there's called strike 1 to Jenkins. Addie Weist had a pretty good pitching performance on Friday against Trinity, but giving up back-to-back walks in the 7th inning to tie the game up and forced extra innings. And they're giving up the run in the 8th to give Trinity a come-from-behind victory. A rough afternoon for Addie Weist on Friday, but she is making up for it right now against the James Buchanan Rockets. A dominant performance for her. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch is fouled off. She's only given up 2 hits so far in this game, and they were both in the 4th inning. Not doing so much batting for Addie Weist, but she's having a fantastic pitching performance, and there's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this James Buchanan team, man, they have been having a rough go at the plate so far this season, only having 1 run scored in the Mid-Penn Conference action. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Haley Jenkins, the number 9 hitter. Sophia Stoner is on deck. And the full count pitch is in the dirt. So ball 4 to lead off the inning. That's the first time that, the second time that James Buchanan has had a leadoff runner on. And now we're back to the top of the lineup. Here's Sophia Stoner. She was hit by a pitch her last time up. And there she looks at strike 1. Sophia Stoner a year ago in this game had 5 hits. She could have had 6, but Emily McCurdy robbed her of the last at bat with a spectacular catch out in center field. And there she swings and misses for strike 2. Stoner 0 for 1 so far in this game, thanks to a dominant pitching performance from Addie Weist. She has Stoner's number for sure, as well as pretty much the rest of the team. And there's ball 1 in the dirt. There's a swing, and that's going to get well fouled. Back towards the batting cage here at the softball field. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Sophia Stoner. The top of the lineup here for the Lady Rockets. Here's the 1-2, fouled off again. Once again, looking at the week ahead, West Prairie softball will be at Boiling Springs on Wednesday, which means West Prairie baseball will be at home against Boiling Springs at 4:30 on Wednesday. Then our next broadcast after that will be on Saturday, Easter weekend, for the 2023 Perry County Baseball Championship Tournament. West Prairie will take on the Greenwood Wildcats. That could be a very interesting matchup, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, hold everything. We have a soccer ball out here, and there's a swing and a miss for Stoner. A lot of soccer balls being played here. Somebody missed really badly right there behind us. So we have a soccer ball over here at the softball field. But a strike 3 does stand, so that becomes the first out. So here's Hannah Florsack. Man, somebody really missed right there. I guess it was the last second shot, too. 1 ball and no strikes here to Hannah Florsack. She had the first base hit of the game for James Buchanan with a 1 out with a single in the 4th inning. And there's strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the James Buchanan second baseman. I wonder what would have happened if Sophia Stoner put that ball in play out to right field where we are, and also where the soccer ball was hit. Like if it interfered with the game at all. I mean, when the ball was in play. I don't know what would have happened. I don't know what that rule is. Hopefully nobody hits the ball that badly again. And swing and a miss at the high fastball. Florsack goes down on strikes. That's the first time Florsack's been set down, and there are 2 away now. Back-to-back strikeouts. That's strikeout number 5 for Addie Weist. Strikeout number 6, actually. Ball 1 here to Grace Egley. Egley had a double in the 4th inning. Runner on first with 2 outs after the leadoff walk. There's a swing over to the shortstop. Looper having trouble with it, and that's got to be ruled an error. It gets away from Alexa Alexa Frederick. That's going to be rolled in E6. First error of the game. That goes to the Mustangs. Haley Jenkins goes over to third base on the error. Still 2 outs, but runners in the corners now after the error. So an opportunity here for James Buchanan to get on the scoreboard here. Here's Hannah Nagy. And Ryder taking off for first, and that goes over center field, and it's going to get to center fielder Emily McCurdy, and on an E2. On an E2, Haley Jenkins scores from third. And we're back to a 1-run game. Grace Eckley, the tying run, is now at second base. This has been a struggle here for the Mustangs, finishing the game when they were up by 6 against Trinity after 3 innings. And then in the late stages of the game, just like where we are now, Westbury has been struggling finishing the game. So you got to see if this changes anything here with a tying run. 1 ball, 1 strike, or 1 strike count here to Hannah Nagy. A base hit with 2 strikes now to Nagy. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Wiest, and swung on, and that's going to get foul. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 errors in this inning. First, there was an error on Taylor Lufer from the shortstop, and an error from the catcher, Molly Nelson, to score a runner from third. Next pitch, call, strike 3. Strikes out the side to side, giving up 1 run on 2 errors. And we are going to the bottom half of the 6th. Westbury looking for some insurance. Now up 2-1. We are set here. Westbury is 3 outs away from getting their first win of the season. But Westbury has got to look for some insurance runs first. Westbury is scoring 1 run in each in the first and third innings. They've been kept scoreless ever since, just like on Friday against Trinity. Westbury was up 6-0 after 3 innings, but did not score ever since. But here's a leadoff base hit for Addie Wiest. Addie Wiest, the Westbury pitcher, getting her first base hit of the game. And it's a rip out to shortstop and a leadoff single. That's exactly what Westbury needed. And up next here is Ashlyn Klauser. Corey Shope, the head coach, taking a little time to talk to his right fielder, saying, hey, big spot here. We need a couple runs to not make it easy on the James Buchanan Rockets. With 3 outs left to go. One of these 2 teams has got to get their first win of the season. Both teams 0-3. So Ashley showing signs of bunt, and there goes, by mistake, and safe! Oh, not so bad after all. That was actually a pinch runner here. That's Celine Hoffman stealing second. Celine Hoffman, the pinch runner for the West Prairie pitcher. And she steals second base. And here's a rip. And just off the left fielder's glove. This got to be a base hit. That ball was just hit by the left fielder. And that's got to give West Prairie a huge insurance run. It's an RBI double for Ashlyn Klauser. So a huge insurance run, still nobody out, and you got a runner in second now after the RBI double. Here's Carly Cleveland looking up ball one. His next pitch, that's in the dirt, and Klauser is hanging on his way to third base, and that's got to be a wild pitch. The Mustangs looking for a big inning here. Here's the next pitch, and that is called strike one. Carly Cleveland had a base hit her last time up in the fourth inning. She was stranded at third base after the next two batters struck out. And that pitch is up high for ball two. 2 balls in the strike. Here's the next pitch. That swung on, fouled away. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the West Prairie third baseman. Nobody out with runner on third base. And apparently it's a full count, apparently. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Must have missed a pitch there. Was paying attention to the scoreboard right there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and swing and miss, but the ball gets away, and a run count comes to score, and the runner's got to be safe at first. A wild pitch on strike 3, and Carly Cleveland. A bizarre play, but it's a wild pitch. And still nobody out there. Another run cuts across the score. Big inning here for the Mustangs. And here's first pitch swing for Alexa Frederick. And that's fouled away for strike 1. 2 runs already coming across the score. A single, a double, and now a drop third strike that got the runner to score on a wild pitch. Yeah, well, you're this lane. Oh, hold everything. Here's Alexa Frederick, and that's going to go all the way out here to the right field wall. Alexa Frederick's got to have her first base hit out home, and Cleveland is still in, and she scores. It's an RBI double for Alexa Frederick. Carly Cleveland showing off her speed and scoring all the way from first. And it's now a 5-1 ball game. Up next here is Molly Nelson. And she looks up ball 1. Nelson 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far in this game. She has struck out swinging twice. And next pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Big inning here for the West Prairie Mustangs. 3 runs coming across the score and no outs recorded yet in this inning. There's a swing, that's fouled back. 2 balls and a strike. I mean, it's still a little bit of ways to go, but if West Prairie can get 6 more runs in this inning, then the game is over on a mercy rule. And there's a swing, that's fouled back. So after starting the at-bat 2-0, the at-bat's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This has to make things a lot more comfortable for the Westbury pitcher, Addie Weiss. Now, in fact, she now has a big lead, and that ball ends up hitting Molly Nelson. So, no strikeout, and it's a hit by pitch. Molly Nelson goes over to first. Alexa Frederick staying put at second. Up next here is Jada Swarner. Gotta have a pinch runner coming up here for Westbury. Pitch run here for the Westbury catcher, Molly Nelson, and it looks like it's going to be number 3, I think. No, it's actually number 12. That's Riley Shaw. And here's Jada Swarner. Swing and a miss for Swarner, strike 1. The 6th batter up to the plate and still nobody out in this inning. And there's strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes here to Jada Swarner. She's 0 for 2 in this game. A pitch away from going 0 and 3. Here it is. Swung on, fouled away. Still 0 and 2. The 0-2 again, and a line drive, and right to the left fielder. She skies. Sophia Stoner has it, and that becomes the first out of the inning. Good rip there for Jada Swarner, but ultimately rules out on a line drive to left field. Sophia Stoner. Up next here is Emily McCurdy. She has 3 hits in this game, all on an infield single. 1 out here. Runners on first and second. Ball in the dirt, and both runners are got fans on a wild pitch. Alexa Frederick goes over to third. Bench runner going over to second. And now James Buchanan, head coach Brad Amesley, coming out to talk with the Rockets. Big inning here. Probably should have came out sooner. And saying, relax, we're still winning. I mean, it's only a 4-run game. We can get back into this game. I mean, Trinity scored 2 runs in the 7th to tie that game up on Friday. So why not us? That might be the message from Brad Amesley, the JCK head coach. Here's the swing, and that's going to get fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Westbury center fielder. Two runners in scoring position with only 1 out. There's a high fly ball. Wind might have a carry to it. Oh my goodness, that's off the shortstop and she is down. And Alexa Frederick, not wisely attacking from third after a drop ball because it went right to the third baseman. But out just recorded. That's the 2nd out. But not a good run there for Alexa Frederick. Caught advancing. That ultimately saves an error too, despite Emily McCurry going over to first on a fielder's choice. And number 3 for Westbury. We don't have a number 3 on our roster. I don't think we do. Oh, number 3, that's Shay Dyer. My mistake there. That's Shay Dyer pinch running at second base for Molly Nelson. So, fielder's choice ultimately. They have to check on the Jason Buchanan shortstop, Maddie Amesley. That's head coach Brad Emsley's daughter right there. So it looks like she's okay. She's gonna stay in the game. And here's Lauren Foster. Now a good day for her, and this pitch is dropped for ball one, but no advancement here for Shay Dyer at second. Emily McCurdy at first. Lauren Foster, not a good day for her. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And there's ball 2 to the West Prairie left fielder. Lily Wiley looking to get out of thing, and here's a high pop-up. And playable, and good reach there for Wiley to make the grab, and the inning is over. But West Prairie strikes for 3, and they have a 5-1 lead with 3 outs left to go in this one. We'll be right back for the top half of inning number 7. Last chance coming up for the Rockets. You're watching West Prairie Softball against the James Buchanan Rockets exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back for the top half of the 7th inning. Here we go, top of the 7th inning. West Prairie is 3 outs away from getting their first win of the season. And here is Carolina Shue. She's 0 for 2, just like so many of the other James Buchanan Rockets. And there she looks at ball 1. Addie Wiest, West Prairie pitcher, looking for a complete game. After a disappointing ending on Friday, Addie Wiest has been on top of her game here. The freshman shining here for the Mustangs. That next pitch was fouled away from Shue. Carolina Shue, the third baseman for James Buchanan, ground out to the pitcher her first time out, then flew out to left field her last time up. And there is ball 2. This is the point on Friday where Addie Wiest really struggled. 2 balls and strikes here. He had a good start to the inning, but then could not finish, giving up back-to-back walks with the bases loaded. But here with a 4-run lead, it's much better than a 2-run lead heading into the final inning. But 3 balls and 1 strike now. Here's the next pitch, a line drive, and a short line drive, stopped by Alexia Ferrick, and there's the first out. West Prairie now 2 outs away. We encourage everyone to stick around for the West Prairie Athletic Department post-game report. We'll have all the stats here for you, winning pitcher, losing pitcher, all the stats for them, and our West Prairie Athletic Department player of the game, updated records, and what we have coming up next. And here's the line drive, and this is going to be a 1-out base hit for Danielle Parson. Parson struck out twice in each of her first 2 at-bats, but here she gets a 1-pitch single. And we're going to have a little bit of a delay now as we have the activity buses coming across now. I do apologize for this. This is the only bad thing about being at this spot where we are, because we're right in the middle of the road, and most of the time this isn't an issue until the activity buses come by. That first pitch, we can tell you, was fouled off by Lily Wiley, and that's strike 1. So then, only one pitch. And that was a foul ball. Yep. The activity bus is, there they are. There's only three of them. There's always three of them. No balls, 2 strikes to Wiley. Here's the next pitch. Popped up, foul. Still no balls and 2 strikes to the James Buchanan pitcher. I'm sure she would love to have that last inning back, giving up 3 runs on 3 hits in the bottom half of inning number 6. But here, the tying run is in the hole. And there she fouls that ball off. No balls, 2 strikes. Down by 4. Runner on first. That is Daniel Parson. First pitch swinging. Got her a base hit after she struck out twice before that at bat. The next pitch. Chopper to third base. This could do it. Over to second. That's going to be in time, and it's a fielder's choice. And Wiley makes it a fielder's choice. There are 2 away now. And here is Maddie Amsley. Last chance for the Rockets. With the runner on first. Amsley struck out twice. And there she looks at strike 1. Big spot here. Down to the final out. And 1 strike. The 1-strike pitch coming up. And swing and a miss. And the Rockets are down to their final out. Down to their final strike. The 0-2. Inside and misses. Ball 1. Good pitch there for Addie Wiest. Looking for a complete game. Despite giving up only 1 run. The 1-2. In the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, Molly Nelson. And it's got to be a wild pitch. A pass ball, actually. Lily Wiley going over to second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a big gust of wind rolls through here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. The West Prairie Mustangs have win number 1. Maddie Amsley goes down a strikes for the 3rd time, and the ball game is over. West Prairie 5-1 gets their first win of the season. We'll be right back in 1 minute for the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game report. West Prairie wins it 5-1. We are back here now for the West Bay Athletic Park post-game report. As you can see on your screen, 5-1 is the final. As Westbury gets their first win of the season, they improve to 1 win and 3 losses. After losing the first 3, they get their first win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Fishing Contest against the James Buchanan Rockets. And it's a big win. James Buchanan still looking for their first win as the Rockets drop to 0-4. And they will look for their first win at home on Wednesday when they take on the Shippensburg Greyhounds at 4:15. West Perry will be on the road on Wednesday to take on the Bowling Springs Bubblers at Bowling Springs at 3:30. Our next broadcast here will be on Wednesday for West Perry Baseball against Bowling Springs at 4:30. And West Perry extends their winning streak against James Buchanan to 5 games. And final stats for you here. Final line score for both teams for West Perry: 5 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors, leaving 6 runners left on base. For James Buchanan, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. The losing pitcher for James Buchanan is Lily Wiley. She pitched for 6 innings, facing 29 batters. She had 5 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody, and she gave up 8 hits and 5 earned runs in the loss for James Buchanan. For West Perry, the winning pitcher is Addie Weiss, the freshman, getting her first win of her high school career. And she pitched a complete game performance, 7 innings, facing 26 batters, and had 9 strikeouts, including the last one to get the win on her last at-bat. Gave up 2 walks, 3 hits, and that 1 run was earned. But a great game for Addie Weiss, the freshman, getting her first win as a West Perry softball varsity player. That's going to do it for us here at West Perry High School. On behalf of our athletic director Ryan Anderson, our high school principal Chris Rollin, and all of us here at West Perry High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics, saying so long from West Perry High School. This has been our presentation of West Perry softball against the James Buchanan Rockets, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score in this one: West Perry wins it 5-1. Good night, everybody.